Good afternoon, my friends. Daniel Miller here. How's everybody doing? I welcome you all to my Twitch channel and our first ever baby stream of Bless Unleashed. Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you very much for coming and joining us today with our Bless Unleashed baby stream here on Twitch. As you know, I'm streaming out on Twitch and on Mixer, and we are trying to spread out the streams really of certain games on both of those platforms in order to join hands with members of our both communities. You will know that with the Project X Cloud rising towards the end of the year and new consoles being introduced, everything in the gaming world will be about cross-platform access, and also us, the gamers, being able to access the games anywhere around the world, wherever we appear to be. And at the moment that will be very, very difficult, considering this absolutely ghastly, dreadful pandemic which is affecting the entire planet. But in due course, when this gets resolved, the technological advances will be providing us with a fantastic remedy, and indeed are going to be giving us the opportunity to play the games anywhere around the world just by accessing the xCloud server. Bless Unleashed is a new game. It is a game offered to us by Bandai Namco, a company well known for their RPGs and fighting games over many, many years. And this is really a game that is very, very voluminous in content, and I think the approach has been also very, very ambitious. I certainly could see it as one of those where you would find many different characters with plenty of things to do, which is obviously appreciated if you're an RPG fan. You really want to see as many characters coming your way at any given moment in time. You want to be doing lots of different quests and subtasks and side missions and all of those, and that's really available for us here in abundance. I need to get out of here because this beast is going to be attacking me. This is what I don't want. Already complete to this yesterday, so just bear with me. Turn around so we can see some, well, maybe we'll turn around like this and see some of those interesting characters out there. There we go, nice pretty picture for us to really talk about our introduction. Right, so it's a new game, lots of content, loads of different characters, many side quests, tasks, sub-quests, you name it, and all taking place in a wonderfully designed, high-quality 4K environment. The game is available on Xbox, I think, alone at the moment, and you might have come across streams here on Twitch and elsewhere with people who are, indeed on Mixer, of course, coming from people who are absolutely loving the game and getting intoxicated with all that's happening in this mysterious, distant world. The characters are so easily customizable, and they resemble all we've seen in Black Desert Online. There's loads of things that you can do. You can make them really look pretty, you can make them very, very powerful, you can provide many different add-ons and mods and all sorts, and you can choose the characters which either appear to be the best for a multiplayer if you're playing in a team of 2 or 3, or maybe even, I think, I'm not sure how many people we can bring in. I think 4 or 5 people can join the team. And also, if you want to make your character look powerful or beautiful, it depends on, obviously, your player preference. So I'll tell you a bit more about the game in a moment. But first of all, what I need to tell you is about the situation out there. And as you know, we are facing this absolutely ghastly coronavirus pandemic worldwide, and many countries are suffering tremendously. Everyone is affected, no one is safe. Every single citizen can catch the virus if not careful enough, or indeed adhering to the advice of self-isolation, staying indoors and not mixing together with other people. And in our country we've had quite a number of people dying overnight, unfortunately, and the latest statistics which were actually presented to us yesterday, we've not heard anything from the authorities today on the actual situation, but in terms of the numbers of people who are contaminated, or indeed people who had succumbed to the virus. And we've seen that the virus is on the increase. The the number of people who are being diagnosed is growing, and that is very, very worrying for us all. Very worrying indeed. And I really have, well, the only thing I can tell you is my thoughts and prayers are first of all with everybody who has been affected by a loss of a dear one, and people who had been spending a lot of time in hospital, in intensive care units. I really feel for you, and my heartfelt sympathies go your way. And if there's anything I can do, obviously just tell me and I will provide my utmost best. And on the other hand, I'd like to ask all of our citizens, all of our gamers, all of our participants, young, old, of any kind, from anywhere, simply to adhere to all that's been said by the scientific community and our government. So it's two separate sections of our society telling you what you need to be doing, and what you've been told you need to adhere to down to the letter. You must not alleviate from the cause, you must not be socializing. You pop out if necessary, if you have to get some basic amenities like food, drinks or medicine, and then go back home and stay indoors in a complete 100% quarantine. Give my own example. I am already in that self-imposed quarantine for, I'll tell you exactly, it's 19 days already. So I literally have seen no light of day for 19 days, no sunshine or anything. I popped out when I had to get some food, which was from our local Tesco's, and then I cook at home or whatever, eat whatever I brought in. And that wasn't on every single day, it was every third or fourth day, just in order to avoid contact with others. And if there was a moment late in the day, this was after midnight, to get some fresh air, then I would go to a local park, and literally in my area there isn't a living soul in sight at that time. And generally these streets have been completely deserted throughout the day already for a great number of days. I would say almost for more than 10 days. So everybody's been really adhering to the discipline, and all that's been said. Everything's been closed already for many days. And after the restrictions were turned into the law, and the Prime Minister said that everything had to be shut immediately, we didn't experience a major difference, because in my local area everything was already closed. Maybe we're talking about one pub or a couple of other places like barbers still running the business, but everything else was already prepared for all that was to follow. So really the difficulty we face is many days, many weeks, perhaps months in isolation and being completely indoors, which indeed is also of concern in view of our own health, because we need some fresh air, we need some sunshine, we need to get some vitamin D. And the best way of really dealing with this is by, first of all, having enough to drink, and by that I mean water or non-caffeinated teas or juices, fruit juices, the natural ones, which you can consume when you're at home. Have some fruit, which is extremely important for your immune system. Have some vegetables, eat fruit and vegetables as much as you can. Don't really resort to kind of fast food styled meals, deep fries or anything like this, because that is really lowering your immune system. Just focus on the healthiest that will boost your body, and that will always include as much as possible of fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, prepared nicely and then consumed in a large quantity. The other thing is you can exercise at home, and that's standing exercises. You don't need to overdo it. 15 minutes every day will be plenty, but they need to be fairly strenuous so that you can really engage your body with all that is necessary to get your circulation going. That will depend on your age first of all, and if you're an older person you will need to be pacing up and down your flat quite a bit in order to obviously get the circulation going. If you're a younger person, you can do the military style exercises ending with press-ups and sit-ups. You can do up to 70, which is a so-called BFD standard. So if you are as well and as fit, you can always do that every single day. You obtain yourself in a perfectly capable fighting fit type of soldier if you do this, which is going to be remarkable. And then most importantly, do not go out of your flat if you're living in a council block or in a block of flats to socialize with your neighbors. That is just absolutely prohibited. It's absolutely a non-starter. I did see some people in my area who were meeting with others, but there weren't any large numbers. It was like 2 or 3, but even that I find to be not really good enough, because somebody could have caught the virus, and if you're socializing and chatting, you will know from the advice it's through talking, coughing, sneezing, and the droplets being transmitted from one person to another that you will catch the virus. So talking is something that will help the spread of the disease if you're within a closer proximity. And don't forget, if you're talking, you can't tell whether any saliva or anything is going out, directly from your mouth towards the other person. So really, it's just simply a non-starter. You need to avoid any form of social contact with anyone anywhere up to a point where we hear that we can do otherwise, and we are definitely nowhere near that. So make sure you're as far away from the crowds, as far away from any form of social contact. Stay at home, stay indoors, and obviously in here with Twitch and Mixer, broadcasting platforms, what you can do is you can be talking to us, you can be finding many new friends, you can go on video hookups outside of the forum and talk about your anxieties and concerns. There are many charitable forums set up in order to help people's anxieties, and make sure you're not falling into a trap where somebody's trying to make money out of anxiety by selling you certain goods which are very expensive or providing services on very high fees. Just forget about this. There are plenty of charitable services out there that will give you a word of advice done by professionals for nothing, basically free of charge, in view of this global crisis pandemic and the situation we have in Britain, which is war-like. We have had laws imposed which are identical to the War Act, although the War Act has still not been revoked, but it may well be in due course if the pandemic continues. And people are generally very disciplined. I've got to say that what I've seen in my area has been very remarkable. I'm really very proud to see that our citizens are, first of all, very caring, looking after each other. And I told my family, for instance, when we talked the other day, that I just couldn't believe how countries was turned 180, 360 degrees when in just a couple of days. You see people being very attentive and kind and really paying attention and providing charitable work such as delivering medicine, food and everything else to the elderly. And we have lots of elderly in our local community, and people got organised in local pubs. Boys to saying, just email us or tell us and we'll bring some of those goods to whoever needs them, and that is really wonderful. As you know, the state of national emergency or national crisis or war always brings out the very best and unfortunately the very worst in people. And I've heard some stories, particularly from central London, where people complained about behaviour, some individuals. But we're living in extreme times, and the extreme times bring out extreme types of behaviours in many different people who are belonging to a particular environment. So we've got to be prepared for that, but let's just strive towards the best. Let's be attentive, kind, diplomatic, friendly, and let's show some positivity. We have on Xbox Ambassadors Forum hashtag called 300 days of positivity, right? And in view of this peril, this dreadful disease and all that we are facing at the moment, having hashtag 300 days of positivity seems to be just about the best thing to do. So if you are watching this, if you're listening to what I'm saying, and if you are one of the members of my channel, then please do make sure that you use that hashtag. Also, the hashtag I used, or I should several hashtags I've been using, are the following ones. Hashtag stay at home UK, hashtag stay indoors UK, hashtag be a hero, hashtag fight the virus. So if you think about it, when you stay at home, you are fighting the virus. You're not allowing it to spread. So you're already becoming a hero. You're fighting the virus. You're helping the NHS and all the health workers and the emergency services. And you're doing everyone a great deal of service. You already are a fighting soldier. So if you want to be one of the soldiers, in addition to being a hero, join us. Join our online video gaming community, and you can join games like Call of Duty Modern Warfare if you want to fight something. You want to be involved with a fierce firefight. Excuse me. And if you want to be a soldier who's really chasing other people and I guess doing certain things which could not be considered the very best deeds, then Call of Duty Warzone is your best bet. You can have PUBG, you can have Apex. These are the battle royale games, very popular at the moment. Warzone being the most popular as it came out in about 10 days ago. So really a wonderful battle royale game. Join us. Try some of the matches. Create your own crew, make new friends, and if you want to be radiating positivity, then choose Final Fantasy, Bless Unleashed, Black Desert Online, the games that are Ori, for instance, family games that are giving you many rewarding elements if you're doing them by yourself, or indeed if you're doing them together with some other chums whom you either met on the spot or you had already in your community. So join us, talk, connect, do everything online. If you go to Mixer, for instance, you'll see that they had some video conferences live online, and there were lots of people who did things together, like doing streams together. So that's a kind of dual stream, and that's been very, very popular. So really make sure that your online time is spent productively, and that you can be also making new friends and making new contacts, or indeed accessing forums that will provide you with additional support should you need it. Right, so first of all, I need to tell you a bit about Bless. Bless I've played already for about a week. All my streams were on Mixer, because on Mixer I'm building my new community, and I'm kind of looking forward to have exactly the same degree of energy and vibrancy like what I had here. I've changed strategy somewhat. My channel is no longer just dedicated to one game, which was the case for about 18 months. As you know, on Twitch we had Destiny 1 and 2, and they've been really holding the beacon for all of our community members, and it's been very, very successful. But I'm not really a single game player. I really don't look at him. He's come in there to do something. Don't know what he's doing. Well, it's an open world game, so anybody can pop in and say hello, you know. If you are there, you can also pop in and say hello within the game. And I'm not really a single game type of player, and I like a variety. And during the first 12 months of my Twitch channel, I've been really quite kind of held back from all the other wonderful games that were coming out. And it's just you know, I've come to a point where I felt I needed to catch up. Also, I think wanting to bring in the communities together from Xbox and PlayStation, two of the most popular consoles, is a contributing factor. I want people to basically visit both Mixer and Twitch, use them pretty much at the same time. I think both platforms have their own advantages and some really great inventions that are particularly good for social interaction. So things what I like on Mixer is it's a very heavily guarded kind of police community where any form of nonsense, any form of trolling is immediately punished, and that's really very good, because you do find that although the streams do not have that many visitors, you will have very rarely people coming in and doing terrible things, because they know once they're spotted, everything's recorded and their console could be simply switched off and banned for life. And if they were to be using certain games, they could again be banned for life. And I think that's the way it needs to be, because you know, we are obviously preventing any form of unpleasantry from occurring in here. Me being one of the Xbox ambassadors, I always promote ethical gaming. I want people to be absolutely enjoying the activity, finding friends and radiating positivity, because that is what video gaming is all about. It's not about competition, it's not about taking scores, and people who are really pursuing that line of inquiry are not welcome here, because if they want to be training to become an esports competitor, then coming to a family-friendly channel is definitely not a good idea. And you need to be training separately with a crew that's doing it together with you, and you enter esports competitions where you really have to be competing with other people on the same level, rather than coming in and then preaching others what to do, which is in all circumstances completely unacceptable. Try to think of somebody like Ronaldo or Modric or Messi, you know, the top players of the world, coming in and then trying to tell off somebody who was tackling the ball in the local courtyard. You will never see that, because these people will be always friendly and trying to help others to learn how to tackle the ball, how to play football, how to become a hero. And that's the way every single champion really is. And that is the approach that needs to be applied in here. So people who want to be doing competitive, don't come to family-friendly channels, please. And I mean, obviously you can, if you're very friendly, attentive, you want to learn and train other people, that's fine. But generally I'm talking about people who might come up with abrasive comments, or you know, radiating negative energy, or being punitive towards others because something went wrong in a particular match. We do not want to see that at any stage. Gaming online is about fun, it's about entertainment, and most importantly it is about connecting, it's about communicating. So those two factors are of prime importance in all of my broadcasts, in all of my gaming activity. Nothing else matters but that. And I always adhere to the ethical gaming, which means I want people who are participating here, people who are coming in, to do exactly the same. So they need to be polite, attentive and kind, they need to help others, they need to, if teaming up outside of my broadcast, provide a forum which is pleasant, engaging and communicative, and a forum where others will be able to learn with ease, regardless, irrespective of the background or the gaming experience or anything else. Once again, hashtag Stay at Home UK, hashtag Stay Indoors UK, hashtag Stay Inside UK, hashtag Be Your Heroes, hashtag Fight the Virus. Remember those, we've got them here in the chat. These are the most important things that everyone in the UK and worldwide needs to do at the moment. We'll do otherwise once we are told, but at the moment we need to be staying indoors. Okay, so we'll start and continue with our adventure in here. I have 2 or 3 other quests. The way the game works is very similar to what you had in Neverwinter and Black Desert Online. You have a lead character. If you look at her, this is Danielle de Leroy. I created her, and Danielle de Leroy is also my character in Neverwinter, in Dungeons and Dragons. So for all of you who played those games together with me online, there you'll recognize the character. The only difference is in here she has darker hair, and I couldn't customize her hair to be to my satisfaction, and it's sort of gingerish. But in the other two, her hair is blonde, and if there is a way through which I can obviously customize the hair later, I will do so, because my character is always blonde haired, blue eyed, and indeed, as you could see, of this sort of shape. A very, very popular character overall. Let me just have a look. Just bear with me, I'm receiving some messages, so I need to see what's happening. Bear with me. Just bear with me, I'm receiving some messages in response to what I've been saying, so I just want to answer them and then we'll crack on with our stream. There we are, my friends, we are carrying on with our adventure. Oh, what's this? Mining. Let's see, so this is what the other character was doing, literally next to me, just behind me. Right, I need to see what needs to happen in here. We have defeat starving wolves to obtain wolf meat. Well, I need some food first of all, I think. So let me see whether I've got some of it. Potion I don't have. Meals maybe. Lunchbox. Doesn't look like I've got any, unfortunately. Let me see, secondary weapon. Consumables. Okay, the items have been added to my inventory. Got another one there. To see whether I can eat any of this, but doesn't look like it so far. That horse we can use. Big expansion ticket. Nothing else that we can use. Hang on. Resurrection, sickness potion. Okay. This is not happening. Okay, we talk to him. It'll be difficult for me to be dealing with those wolves in there, I think. Because they don't have enough health, as you could see in here. Never mind. What I was telling you earlier is basically the lead character is similar to what you had in Neverwinter and in Black Desert Online. So you basically are following the story. The story here is fairly linear, with lots of subplots and side missions, and you are learning a lot about this world, the characters, the invasion, the dangers that basically are happening to the humanity. And the character is a hero, so she needs to be protecting everyone. Right, and that is what I'm doing here in this game on Twitch today as well. So these are the wolves, but I don't know whether I'm going to be able to. Okay, somebody else in there, so that's quite useful. There is another one. Being hit so fast. Oh, thank you, they're helping me to survive, so that's great, thank you. I didn't manage to really do anything with these wolves. Oh, again! Thank you, my friend. You see, this is a proper team spirit. You love seeing that. Thank you, but I'm not getting any of these wolves, unfortunately. I need to go together with my chums, maybe. We're likely to get some more wolves in there. Oh, there's something there. Still not. Difficulty there is I'm slightly weaker compared to what the mission is actually asking me to do, and that is the reason that I'm getting really killed a bit faster than usual. But with the help of my friends, I'll be able to get some better results. Okay, we did manage to get some meat, so that's good. Oh, that's great. Thank you. He was able to eliminate the wolf. I still have 2 or 3 to complete. So to get these, so that's quite good. Two more. Everybody's doing the same quest, you know, that's the... Okay, so that's good. Everybody wants that meat. One more. Should be the last bit, I think. Yeah, meet Margaret. No. Hang on a minute, we'll talk to him again. I feel better. Was the one. My mum says something is wrong with the farms in Kazakh. Beyond everyone's going hungry, but I met a beggar who said you could eat stump bugs if you roast them. And you need help catching some? Yeah, the stump bugs are big and spiky, so I can't really hunt them to myself. But if you kill any, you could bring the meat to my mum at the ancient amphitheater. Tastes like chicken, so that's pretty good. See, the funny thing is people might think that the gamer behind the character is female, and that is not the case, because my character is female. And it very much depends on the game. Generally I play male characters, but then, you know, like in Call of Duty Warzone, you are collecting some of the guys, and they happen to be female soldiers, so you have no choice really. So I need to go and talk to... just a minute. Crawling labyrinth. Find Redford to defeat stumbugs to collect stump. Yeah, this must have been a bug, because I delivered that meat. I know that the meat was to be given to the character, but they were asking me to do something else. And okay, let's see where the bugs are. The bugs must be up there. Sick horse. No. 73, 75, 77. They must be up there then. Oh, there's one of them. One bug. I think the bugs are probably easier to deal with than those wolves. Okay, pick up another one. That's pretty good. Just bear with me. I need to see my chat, because for some reason the chat is not appearing. The chat is not appearing on my screen. So I don't know why. Let's very quickly check this again. Why that is? Doesn't want to appear. It doesn't seem to work too well on either Mixer or there's another bug in there, or Twitch. Even if it does appear, I can't see the chat being typed, so it's really causing me problems. I'll need to ask for some assistance there with Microsoft support team, but they're absolutely flat out with the number of inquiries coming in at the moment, so I really can't use the assistance at present. In fact, I'm the one also who's helping the customers through my ambassadorship. Lots of people coming in with connectivity issues, with problems linked to their achievements, and then things not registering, accessing servers, all sorts. And it's obviously to be expected, because the entire world, 2.5 billion people are grounded at the moment. Everyone's spending their time indoors, and very many of those people are also playing games, and the servers are absolutely overloaded everywhere, be it individual game servers or the servers of those major companies. Oh no, look at this. Vladimir is rescuing me. Thank you, Vladimir. That's really appreciated. Thank you. Somebody else needs to rescue me now, because guess what? I'm dying. Marco. Thank you, Marco. Appreciate it. Really good team spirit. I help everyone when I can. We have still plenty of those. I thought I've managed to destroy more than 3. Just wonder whether these weapons that are given to mages are as effective compared to swords and everything else. I don't know. I'll put some potion of recovery. My bag's full. Hang on. Need to see what I have there. My bag's full. These are really good hats. Chest. Stringy meat. No, we can't even pick it up because the bag's full. Hang on, something's wrong in here. I need to find out what... Login rewards, okay. Okay. So healing potions we got. Okay, that's good. I really needed those healing potions early on. So... okay. So yes. New map added to stable, so that's pretty good. General items. 23 out of 25. Back piece. Essence of fire. Luminous roots. So these are various items we can use for cooking and for crafting. Bear with me, I need to see what the messages are telling us. Okay, fine. Armor fortifications time link in chat. Okay, we don't need this. So it's giving us some mount. We acquired this, so that's pretty good. Right, so what do we have? Tastes like chicken. Defeats some bugs. No. Where are the bugs? Need to get the potion. Just bit me once and I was gone. Thank you. Zephyriah is helping me. That's wonderful. Thank you for your team spirit. I apologize for being so weak, but there's little I can do, really. Oh, this one. Thank you. What's good about Resurrection in here is you have lots of different options. The best one is for somebody to revive you, which is really a proper kind of multiplayer team spirit type of activity. But then you have resurrecting at Saltpire, you have using some of the money, and there's a third one as well. So it's quite good. Loot. Okay. So 3 more we need. They've done some maintenance yesterday on the game, and my character is less mobile than before. It takes a little while before you actually order the character to a point where you are really getting the result. So just one left. Oh, that's good, there's even 2. Okay, go back and deliver. Gone the wrong way. Oh, we've got somebody here. Let's see. We have a friend saying hello. Just bear with us. I've got a different setup, so I can't respond to the messages as instantly as I would like to, so bear with me. Let me see. We have Jess here. Jess, hello Jess, how are you doing? Good to see you. Long time no see. And Jess is asking here, hey Daniel, when are you coming back to Destiny 2? Iron Banner is out now. Well, I'm actually playing Destiny 2 on Mixer, so you need to sometimes hit me up with a message through PlayStation app, because my streams at the moment are done through both platforms, that is Twitch and Mixer. Been building my Mixer community during the last 4 weeks, and therefore all of my time was spent on Mixer, and I've gone back to Twitch really to basically bring some of the community members from this channel to the other. And I've been playing Destiny 2 on Mixer, so, and been playing it well, almost on an everyday basis really. So if you fancy doing Destiny sometime, I'll do some of it today. That's going to be late in the day. I'll send you a message, we can do it together, and then we can do it on Mixer as well. It doesn't really matter whether it's coming through this other platform. The only thing is, you've got PlayStation, right? I've been doing it through Xbox, and this is also done through Xbox. I've got both platforms, got both consoles here with me, but at the moment my Xbox is set up for the full operation. But anyway, if you ping me a message when you fancy doing it, and if I'm sort of close to the next broadcast, I can always fit it in, and then we can do it together. Unfortunately, Destiny 2 is still not cross-platform, because otherwise we could test the speed and everything on my Xbox One, that is, and but so far so good really. Are you enjoying the seasons? Are you doing the latest one? Have you purchased it? How are you finding it? The response coming from the community has been somewhat divided from what I gathered, and some people kind of loved it, other people a bit frosty. I think the new direction that they're taking is shaping up in a season as well, so maybe you can tell us the way you're finding it. Mailbox, we've got some rewards in here. That will be my healing potion. Yeah, I wasn't given the other. Oh yeah, I was picking up the currency as well, so that's good. Just ask Jess about the new season. If you're playing it, I'd be very curious to hear how it's all going, whether you like it, whether you're finding it as good, also whether you completed Shadowkeep and everything that was to be done on the moon, because this is what I'm doing at the moment, lots of moon-based activities. In fact, I'm doing one of the laws, which is a collection of patrols, I think 22 patrols on the moon, after talking to, I can't remember his name, the character there. You know what, I've gone to the wrong area. This is not the person I need to talk to, and I've got to go see welcome guests. No, that's not it. We need to go back. I've just gone the wrong way, that's all. To go back. Well, gone to a fortified area there. without any support. Look at this. But actually it looks like I don't need to do it. It was automatically completed. Bit silly, because I spent time really looking for the character. I can do this, just got to be tough. Good luck with that. No more tasks in here. Okay, let me just do a few things before we carry on. So just bear with me and we'll carry on very, very shortly. Do a nice screenshot of Danielle. Everybody likes Danielle. Had lots of likes on Xbox app, you can have a look. But the most popular posting on Xbox app so far was of Captain Shepard from Mass Effect going to the nightclub and watching striptease. I mean, honestly, people, why is it that everyone is so excited about these types of activities? And it was just like an avalanche of responses. And obviously I'd like it and appreciate it, but it was just like a one clip, and you know, they've gone, and I put a pun in there, said Captain Shepard, after investigating the general, requires a bit of respite, and you have this dancer kind of dancing around him, and it's funny. It's the I want to do a clip of this as well, and everybody loved it. Everybody came in and, you know, provided likes and everything. It's funny how things really work in this world, and you make a screen capture a beautiful landscape and nobody looks at it. Maybe people just very quickly glimpse it, and you know, that's about it. Nobody's really very interested on in what's actually being presented. And then when you get a situation like in a nightclub, everyone's curious, and that applies to nudity and all else. You know, but obviously we don't do any of that in here. I'm always amazed by the sheer number of people paying attention to these sorts of things, and I guess it's in human nature, you know, that degree of curiosity, and people like exploring what is forbidden, so-called forbidden fruit. And as you could see, my character in here is wearing hot pants, but that's not really due to my own design or customization. It's just that she picked up the best kit, the best possible pair of trousers, and they appear to be hot pants, and you know, it's just really funny. And that's down to the developer. It's not mine. And I've left a couple of screenshots of Danielle in hot pants on Bless Unleashed forum, and there was an avalanche. People say, "Oh, what a great view!" And you know, and the idea was to tease basically the viewers with that you can see part of Danielle, but actually in the background you can see this wonderful scenery, and everybody was obviously looking at Danielle. So there you go. Human curiosity. Let's see what Jess says. And Jess says, I just followed you on Mixer. Thank you, Jess, really appreciate it. The community on Mixer is brand new. I've had a few people popping in and saying hello, and some of the other Xbox gamers also joining. But I want to tell you that Mixer is a platform that is evolving, you know, it's growing, and it's also restricted to people who play Xbox games either on PC or Xbox. So the community is much smaller, because Twitch comprises all platforms with easy access. That's not the case with Mixer. It's a very small community as yet, 10 times smaller or even more, maybe 20 times smaller than what we have on Twitch, and I mean the overall community, not just on my channel. And it is a very, very good streaming platform. It has, you know, it's ease of use, and it does have lots of things which kind of stimulate social contact. So I think it will take off in a major fashion once the new console comes out, because they'll have xCloud, and xCloud will be enabling everybody to upload all the information from the console to the cloud. So if you are, let's say, in another country, if you're traveling worldwide, you go to the neighborhood, you just need your tablet, and also you need your controller with Bluetooth connectivity. And at that point, you can play this game, which is on your console wherever you are. You know what I mean? So let's say you are wanting to play Destiny with your mates, and you go to your mates, pull out your tablet, pull out your controller, needs to have Bluetooth connectivity, so it's the latest generation controller, and they're doing it on, you know, their console, and you're doing it on your tablet because you're using xCloud. I'm actually testing xCloud at the moment. I'm one of the guys who's been given this opportunity, and the service is presently just in a review mode, so we can access the games which are streamed live, and we can access them on our phone and on our tablet or PC or elsewhere. The streaming quality is fantastic. It's much superior to what they have on PlayStation Now services, and I think it will revolutionize the gaming once introduced. It means that your console will become like your own server, right? And whatever you have in a server will be then backed up or basically sent to the virtual, which is going to be your server out there on xCloud, and you'll be able to use it from wherever you are. And that's really quite fantastic. So worth keeping in mind. And Mixer is a good platform. You have some really very good Xbox ambassador ethical streamers in there, and they do lots of funny things. On Twitch, I felt because the company and the services grew exponentially, there hasn't been enough input on the policing of who comes in and what happens. And you remember we had a couple of trolls popping up on my channel who were very displeased with our team winning in the Crucible or so, and it was a bit difficult to kind of bring them to book. When it comes to Mixer, it is very fast, and they're banned for life. They can't access anything anymore through Xbox services ever. I don't know how to do it, but obviously they've got the means of doing it, and therefore people think twice about what they're saying there. And regardless, I mean, as an Xbox ambassador, I help Xbox Live services with their requests on technical support and everything else. I have a service called Responder, and I still get people writing very, very rude, offensive messages directed at the Xbox, and I think, my goodness, why are you doing this? Because nobody from there would be obliged to be answering such requests. And secondly, if you keep doing this deliberately, you will lose the access to the services, and you actually sign up for that when you join the services. Some people don't really think very much when they're very angry, and it's that sort of thing. Alright, so let's see what the next task is. Very good to see Jesse here on Twitch, and I'm very grateful you joined us on our Mixer. In fact, you're the first person, I believe, who had migrated or joined two of our communities together here on my channel. I really, really appreciate it, because the idea is to join those communities together so we have cross-platform, because the gaming after the new year, once we get new devices released and xCloud in operation, will be all about cross-platform. Think about it. If you have your tablet and if you have your controller and you can play any game, the idea is to access any game you've got wherever you are, and this is what Xbox will do. All the games ever released on Xbox will have backwards compatibility, which means you will not need to be purchasing them again. Any of those going back 17, 18 years when the first console was released are going to be accessible instantly. And it's funny because everything I had on my 360 has a very large number of games. They're all instantly downloadable, and I've got them on my cloud because I've enabled that about 10 years ago, so more 12 years ago. And it's fantastic because you don't have to have a physical product, and you just download the game. And these games are not massive in size, they're anything up to maybe 8 gigs or so. Even Mass Effect, which is massive, was about 12 gigs, and you play it straight away. So there's no need to be paying for the game again or needing to use patches or anything like that, and that's really absolutely fantastic. And that's the way it's going to be for Xbox gaming overall. But they're also considering, I think, in view of the partnership that was announced with Sony, to provide certain services for Sony as well. So whether the Sony are going to be developing it or using it is really down to the corporation, but the services may well be possible or made possible, And if there's one big complaint I have about Sony is backwards compatibility. If I want to play the vast majority of games on PS2, PS3, PS Original, I really can't. I have some of them on PlayStation Now, but they don't really work as good as they should. They've not been properly remastered. And some PS3 games which I really absolutely love, like 2 Towers 2, don't work properly. There's much of lag and problem with customization and problems with maps, and sometimes they record the track quests properly, sometimes they don't. On xCloud, this is just a non-starter. It's your own proprietary server, your own services, you've got your own team maintaining everything. It's much advanced. And also, I have to tell you, one thing there which is wonderful is Xbox community. It's been building and growing for the last 17 years, and with the ambassadorship posts and with the overall engagement on forums, you get many gamers who are there to help. So if you have a moment, just have a look, and actually I'll send you maybe a couple of links through the app. And I've had many interesting questions asked, and generally people, I mean, obviously you have some individuals who are a bit silly and saying, unfriendly things, but overall the number of those is in a very tiny minority. And as an ethical gamer, I always want to promote the best possible entertainment and enjoyment for everyone that joins the online video gaming world. And I think Mixer and Xbox are more advanced on the front than Twitch. That's my personal view, and that's obviously based on my personal experience. And there are many other ways to which you can become connected to others. So if you're a Destiny gamer, your capacity for connectivity with others through Xbox forums is phenomenal. And I tell you, the best way of doing it is doing screenshots or short clips of your activity and putting them on Xbox clubs. And then you have instant responses from others. And people, I mean, I had very many people sending messages and saying, do you want to join? Do you want to be a part of our squad? It's I would say almost instant. But they will look at who you are, what your activity is, and all other ins and outs which are instantly accessible. So in fact, you've got a profile which is similar to what you have on Twitter or Facebook, but it's just absolutely dedicated to your gaming. And they'll see what games you played and what you achieved, and and they'll see the way you behave, through the images and everything you post there. They'll get the idea of your personality. So it's actually very good and much advanced. I did the same thing on PlayStation app, and the responses coming from the community and people who use it was non-existent. Nobody bothered. It's just really no response at all, and that was disappointing. And if there is like one thing that really worked was Twitch. We have a very vibrant Destiny community that is here on my Twitch channel. I've diversified the content because I spent a year doing just Destiny, most of the times, and I feel that's wonderful for me to have a community on the channel, but I like engaging with other games that come out, and it's of my concern that I think just one game is preventing me from being fully abreast with all that's happening. And the industry is evolving rapidly, so if you miss out on 3 months, you feel like you're literally lagging behind 10 years. That's just the way it is at the moment. So the way things are at the moment is I started now with dual Mixer and Twitch streams yesterday, so it's a brand new thing. The idea is to bring people from Twitch to Mixer and vice versa, right? So join the communities together, and the people will go to my Twitter, find out what's being streamed where. It's number one. And then secondly, they would use a YouTube channel for playback, right? Because on YouTube I'll have everything, but the main thing is being able to step in and then engage with all the activity online. So I've just started with this literally during the last 48 hours, and I am indeed going to be doing this. And then during the week we'll have the main games being streamed, and on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll be looking at all that's new, and most importantly, all that's offered free of charge. Xbox is offering every weekend 3 blockbusters free of charge, and that is very formidable, and it's a good way of engaging with other gamers worldwide, and also introducing some games. Like this game, I spotted it on this week on Xbox, and I really liked the images and the trailer and all this said. It was very brief. I looked it up on the internet, went to Bandai Namco and Bless Unleashed Twitter, saw that this was a brand new RPG that they made, and tried it and loved it. It was absolutely amazing because it combines the very best of the RPG games with fighting, and it's really good. So it's really combining. Well, I'm not really a kind of a fighting game fan, but what they have here is exceptional, and it's brand new, it's evolving. So I'm with it from the day one. And to tell you the truth, the company, Bandai Namco, were really keen on people doing the streams. They've been retweeting every one of my tweets that indicated that Bless Unleashed was being streamed on Mixer and today on Twitch. So that's really quite something. Alright, so I need to go to the Crawling Labyrinth. Okay, and I was on my way there yesterday, but unfortunately Bandai Namco did have the maintenance thrown in unannounced, and we basically had to be bailing earlier than expected. Okay, so that is the reason as to why I've not completed it yesterday, and now we need to remind ourselves of where he is. He is down here, right? So we need to find Redford. We need to mark this location. Destination has been set, and we need to get there. Okay, so let me just see where we are at the moment. So we go down below, turn left. No, maybe not. Maybe we need to go straight, and then we'll find him there, because it doesn't look like there is an easy way there. Okay. So this would be our best possible way. Want to avoid these wolves. Quite hard to kill because I'm still well below these required levels, and actually I can use my horse. Just remember, oh no, I need to go to the stables. And I don't want to be picking up any other quests. I want to be doing everything cleanly. I had this problem with Elder Scrolls and previously in Mass Effect when I was collecting all quests and it was too many to do. There are some enemies in here though. Not that strong. There's even 3 of them. I don't think I'll be able to do anything in here all by myself. Just need to avoid them. It's gonna be the best. Look at this. Ah, this is because my character is... Oh no. Since the last maintenance, I'm not as mobile. It takes a while for controller to register on the movement, and that's very annoying. And why is that I couldn't collect this? Oh, this is amphitheater, probably. See whether... Yeah. Redford should be else up there. Oh, he is very, very hard to kill, so better get out of here. I won't be able to do anything there. Very good at them, so acrobatic. Redford is here. I actually stepped into the right place. That's extraordinary. So good. Might have been here before when I was chasing his wolves. And that's awesome. Okay, let's see. Redford. Redford. He reminds me of someone. Let me think. Younger Ewan McGregor, I think. Someone else as well. Redford says, "Welcome to the glorious ancient amphitheatre. Once this place was a marvel of the old empire. These days it's a pitiful slum, home to the evictive residents of the demolished district. I hear you can improve my equipment. You need help improving your weapons and armor. Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?" That's a Marco Mortar sent me. Marco Mortar? Oh my goodness, I thought that old cutthroat died years ago. As much as I'd like to help you, I can't craft any new equipment right now. I'm low on materials and we need every hand we have to help defend this place. What do you mean? The souls of those who fell in the old Empire's arena have suddenly returned. The leader is the shade of an infamous gladiator, and he is nigh untouchable. My men and I are doing our best to keep him trapped inside, but it's a losing battle. I could defeat these guys for you. Truly, the people here have already lost their homes once. They have nowhere else to go. I think you can actually put this undead warrior to rest. We would all be in your debt. And I say, consider it done, my friend. Well then, that changes things. I still can't leave my post to help improve your gear, but come to think of it, I may not have to. Tell me, how much do you already know about recipes and crafting? I say, not enough, I'm afraid. Here, take this crafting. Take this crafting recipe and memorize it. It's not really much, but a basic mace I designed. Once you learn the recipe, use the blacksmith's forge behind me to craft one for yourself. I can hold your hand though. You'll need to gather your own materials if you want to do this right. Okay. Where can I find the materials? There are rough iron nodes that can be mined all around the ancient amphitheater. You may have to watch around a bit, but you'll find them easily if you use your map. I'll return when I finish the mace. Well, defeat the bandits in the ancient amphitheater. So this is going to be a bit of a task, right? And there are quite a few guys in there. Soulpire in ancient amphitheater has been built. Okay, before I go there, I need to take a screenshot of this wonderful place. That's number one. ILS, see, there, Danielle and the rest. Like that. Yep, that's cool. Nice screenshot. We'll post this in Bless Unleashed Xbox Club. This is a good way of attracting new members and bringing in other gamers into our community. Just remember, if you do your screenshots, if you do your clips, you can post them in that specific game-specific club. And I have to say, the activity there is very, very great. I joined the N7 Mass Effect Club, the big one, the biggest one on Xbox, and I've had loads of people coming in. I was actually worried that perhaps I would have provided too many screenshots, because some forums are not that keen on having very many. But I can certainly tell you that this was not the case there, and many people loved some of the things which I obviously posted and some of the comments made. In due course, we had lots of likes and some communication and comments and views, and maybe we'll have some new chums to come in. Mass Effect 1 is not a multiplayer, but you can get a very vibrant community in watching and advising, as many different characters pop up, and you have very extensive dialogue, so people will tell you what to ask, what to do in order to get a particular kind of outcome. And Mass Effect, that's one of the largest communities for RPGs out there. Really absolutely amazing space opera, combination of RPG and shooter, in fact similar to Destiny to a degree, but with a much greater story and told in a very linear fashion. Also a story that is connected with two other installments. In fact, that there is even the third one, which is Mass Effect Andromeda, although the trilogy works together as a unit, similar to what you had in Star Wars. And so many things to learn, and very many characters, beautifully told. Really, I think only Elder Scrolls will maybe be shoulder to shoulder with Mass Effect in terms of its complexities, and certainly the trilogy remains my favorite video game of all times. Okay, so I'll take a short break before we crack on with these ghosts. Thank you everybody for watching. Really great to see Jesse and a few other people who basically had a look and popped in. We'll carry on with Bless Unleashed very shortly. I need to take a short break, have something to drink, a bite to eat, and I need to basically look at my screenshots. I need to post them to the forum, because one of the ways through which we are bringing people in is by doing so. But once I'm doing the stream, I need to do that as well in order to draft people in to come in and have a look whilst we are live on air. People can always pop in and watch everything on VOD, or indeed through my YouTube channel, but it's always the best for everybody to come in and participate in a live forum, which is what we strive to do. So bear with me, I'll be back in 5 minutes. There we are, my friends, I'm back, and we'll carry on with our adventure. I think some people are trying to make contact in here, and as you could see, we have lots of social areas here, similar to the tower in Destiny, and once you're here, people can really interact with you and ask you questions, and I think they come live on air on audio, which is not appreciated if you are a broadcaster, which I think can't be easily controlled, or maybe it's even an option, need to double check. And I've heard some people talking whilst I was absent from here, but you know, we'll see. The troubling thing is that, well, I picked up already a vibe from some of the other male gamers that they assume that my character is female and therefore I'm female, and obviously this is not the case. And I replay female characters frequently, but it's just if the game is kind of leading us to that point. Oh, we need to deal with these ghosts, so there are lots of people in there. This ghost is very strong. Dead. Well, that's annoying. Only, you know, shillings and pence here, and he was so hard to neutralize, and it's a bit ridiculous. Defeat the bandits in the ancient amphitheater, but he wasn't a bandit. He was one of the bosses. See there. Take a screenshot of that. The undead. Easy. Okay, we got him. Loot! Gold. Yeah, he is one of those. So we need to get together with our chums in there. See, she seems to be firing at something I cannot see. Don't know what this is. Okay, that's not it. I'm level 5 and they're level 7, so this is considerably more difficult. Who's this? Well, let's see whether these are the ones that need to be destroyed. Well, he's not. So there's only a Ronin Spectre. He's not a bandit. So I'm wasting my time and my health there, which is not really good. No, I need to pick up gold. More loot in here, not another. Oh no, that's farming. Okay. Oh, he's stolen this mine from me. Boo! Steve has been cornered, so she couldn't retaliate, I don't think, as much. I see potions. I've taken the potion, it didn't register. This person doesn't realize they need to revive me. Help! Smoky Bacon. Thank you, Smoky Bacon. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Where are these bandits now? Let's see. 2 out of 8. Well, I'm not doing too well in there. Let's see. There is another bandit in here. Alright. Well, they're level 7, I'm level 5, so you know. No wonder they're a bit strong. Jeff's rescuing me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Some guys have the resurrection powers, the special skills, so thank you. And let's see. There's another one. Hit again! Yoga is there. Thank you, Yoga. Everyone's helping me. That's pretty good. Good job wearing hot pants in there. Really helps. Everyone wants to really do something that's going to be rescue me, that's pretty good. Put the our note of gratitude on Bless Unleashed forum. Take a screenshot and then post it there. Works beautifully. Excuse me. Thank you. It's very glitchy. We couldn't see Margaret yesterday and some of the other characters. You can see Margaret should be showing in there.
My goods are top quality, the very, very best.
So warehouse manager says, do you want to use the warehouse? Our warehouses are renowned for their security. Your valuables are safe with us. I'll use the warehouse. Okay. Personal storage. It's not. Gone again.
Prices like these anywhere else on Lumios.
It's a bit annoying with those controls box. Plenty of stuff to craft. I don't know what to put in there though. Okay, maybe nothing at the moment. What I should do. No, we need to craft. Oh, there he is. Well, she is, Margaret. But
I always aim to meet my customers' needs.
I don't see the character though. Glitchy. That's what it is. Beggar. Actually, I'm completely wrong. This is not Margaret, this is warehouse manager. Margaret is just down here. Look at this. What was I thinking?
How did things get this bad?
Please, have you seen my son? He's gone since morning. And we'll say, yes, he sent his wolf meat for you. Wolf meat? How in the world? I guess my boy really is growing up. If he managed something like this. I'll prepare it right away, thank you. The people here will eat well tonight, thanks to you too. So we probably will get some food from her. And I say no problem. Now we got archaeology rope, so that's what we need to enable. Oh no! We need a much bigger bag.
The roads aren't safe these days.
Yeah. Use Redford's maze design in the consumable section of your bag to learn the recipe. So that's very important. So we'll look at that. Consumables bag. Ordinary staff. Secondary weapon. I don't know what that is though. Helm, holy hat and quick learner's hat. Chest. Fortified robe, which is what I've got. Legs. Prepared campus leg armor. Hot pants, in other words. Shoes. Okay. Looks like we've got much better boots not available. Let me see. Bonus attack boots. These are the ones we want. Yep. So she's wearing now these bonus attack boots. There's that panda bear on them. Looking cool. We need to sell some of the rest. Gloves. Wolf King. Trainee gloves. We got these. Shoulder. Training shoulder guard. Got a better one. Equipped waist. Common defense 69. Necklace and ring nil. Okay, consumables. Ratford maze design we need to use. Okay. So if we use this Ratford, well, it's actually really good because you're getting lots of different items from various people, but you need to remember to use them because, as you could see, I picked up some items, I didn't use them in time, so you have some rewards, you have some perks, they will have to be used in order to be fully enabled. So this is a bit different compared to some of the other games, and it's a thinking man's game as well. You need to think a bit about what you picked up. New recipe learned. 1 notes can be mined, will be displaying you are nearby, and okay, so very quickly disappearing. So we got some level 9 gift box. I don't think. Can I use this? No, higher level. What is this? Grants a mount. Okay, I will take that. New mount added to stable. So that's level 3. Completed the Blessed Pass challenge. So we should get a reward there as well. Armor fortification. Quest material. Okay. We got new reward here. There. Enhancement Artisan Summoning Ticket. Potions of Recovery. Get basic and premium. Premium I think you probably can purchase, but we are definitely not doing this. Excuse me. Right, we have some items that will need to be sold. So we need to find a trader in here. He's not the one. Dangerous game. Obtain rough iron to craft Ratlet's mace. Okay, we need to get some iron. General goods merchant.
I can take a gander at what I've got to offer.
Have a look around, let me know if there is anything you need. Sell. We want to be selling everything, I think. Weapon? No, we are not selling this. We got just one weapon. So annoying. This is so annoying.
Like these anywhere else on Lumia.
Sell. Right. Okay, trainee gloves we can sell. Looking at all these other things. Miscellaneous material, map fragment. Should be alright with this, I think. Gloves of the Wolf King. Training shoulder guards. Okay, so we can sell that. Okay. Bonus attack boots +1. Okay, we've got these equipped. Okay, we've liberated our space there. We have a bit more space. Similar to all the other games with inventory, it's very important that we get enough space in our bag. So we need to get bigger bags through our activity mailbox. Indicates we've got a message. Check mail. Quest reward. Bonus attack boots. Well, these are the ones we already do have, I think. Let me just double check. I think you have new items. Shoes. Yeah. These are exactly the same. So we can quickly sell them. Still need to work out whether different merchants will provide us with different kind of bartering prices. And that will be quite important. So we don't waste
Are
our
you
goods.
looking for something specific?
Yeah! Sell. That would be armor. Bonus attack boots. It's quite good, you can compare to see exactly what you presently are wearing. And this one can go as well. 2 of these. Okay, we've got some money for all of that. 6 spaces liberated. This is all looking good. You can always buy back things, which is similar to what we have in Destiny as well. You can buy back certain items. Let me think. Crafting. Okay. Oh no, we'll go first to Margaret. We have plenty of space now, so we can complete this quest.
I never thought it would come to this.
Please, have you seen my son? We've seen that. He sent this meat for you. Wolf meat? How in the world? I guess my boy really is growing up now. If you manage anything like this, I'll prepare it right away, thank you. The people here will eat well tonight, thanks to you too. Archaeology robe will equip, so this is the reward we're getting. No problem, I say. Okay.
It
But
feels
actually
so
we have some.
hopeless.
We have crab as well, I think. Yeah. Stump bugs? Gods, I didn't think we'd ever come to this. But with the grain shortage, we do not have much choice. Thank you, stranger. I'll do what I can to make it palatable for the others. Say best of luck. Armor fortification, stone, and 2325 currency. Tastes like chicken. Okay, crawling labyrinth, we need to obtain that new mace. So that will be our priority. We'll do a nice shot of this here as well, I think, like that. Very nice picture. With everyone. The amphitheater, but I'm just mesmerized by this. Why on earth are they having graffiti in this ancient world? That is really mind-boggling. Something imported from 20th century to whatever century this is. Alright. Everybody's trading a bit in there. Alright. So I need to be getting some crafting materials, and these are likely to be anywhere, right? So we need to look for them. Wondering whether they pop up after certain enemies have been neutralized, you know. That's also a possibility. Oh, this is awesome. He was gone immediately. Gold. No, I don't see any iron in there. Would it be down there? I don't know. Everybody joined in, so that's really cool. So where is it? Why is it that I can't use my weapon now? Gone. Okay. But I need to be finding some... Oh, there it is. Mining. I see we need to be just simply collecting it, alright. Not sure in what quantity though. Does it say on the map? Maybe not. No. Go up there. Can't go up there though. Or maybe I can. Maybe I can. Route. It's not simple picking up. You need to press the X button for up to 30 seconds to get it. No, I don't want to go here. I don't want to go here because I'm alone. And also in here I'm alone. So many of those in there. haven't gone up. Hopefully combo unlocked as well. Okay, that's good. Oh, I've got an achievement. I think. Didn't tell me what the achievement was. Hang on. I need to see, so I'm quite curious. Got 2 or 3 achievements in here already. Just a second. Achievements. Less Unleashed. Very useful to have the app, you know, always handy. And well, too rich to die, and sure beats walking, harder, better, faster. I think that's the one we just got. That will be it. Yeah, harder, better, faster. Level up a combo skill. We got a combo skill. Alright. Just a second. We got some messages coming in as well. Let me see what these are. Take another screenshot of our friend Danielle whilst I'm doing this. Okay, that looks fine. We'll carry on. We need to be just gathering materials. This is what it is. Well, we've done him several times. Don't want to do him again. But I need to work out. Hang on, that is called obtain rough iron to craft Redwood's mace. Okay. Bag. Rough iron. Iron ore. Don't know what these are. Stashed. Consumables. That's not it. We're not consuming it, I don't think. It's general items. No, I'm not getting it. Valor benefits, okay. I'm level 6. Gear score 66. Defense 53, attack 134, health 895. Critical hit damage 130. Okay. At least we know what we've got here. I need to carry on farming. Obtaining rough iron to craft Redwood's mace. Don't know what I'm doing that correctly there then. Let's see now. I've got here mine. Iron ore. So that's probably not it. So maybe we need to be attacking these guys and then get it from that. I don't know. These are not the ones. Okay. know what else I can do there. On the gladiator we just get 75 gold. It's already gone. So I'm doing something wrong and I need to see what that is. Right. Collecting all of that iron ore, but that doesn't seem to be sufficient. Okay, so let me work out what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so we got that. And in here, obtain rough iron to craft Redwood's mace. It's quite clear that I was just listening to myself and not looking at the map and not marking my objectives. And this is something you should never ever do. It's a completely wrong area. This is an amphitheater and we need to go back in there. Where is the entrance? The entrance is down there. Okay, we'll just quickly stroll without really causing any kind of undue concern to anyone. Don't want to fight these ghosts. Simply want to get it done with Redford. Some people might think this is a very slow moving game, and I really quite like that. I quite like that there are lots of tasks and one needs to rethink of what to do next and connect all those bits of jigsaw puzzle together. What is this? And it's gone. Even before I touched it, it was gone. So, okay, obtain rough iron from here. Well, no, he's just going to give us another quest, I think. Don't want to talk to him. You see, this is tricky because you are doing that iron ore everywhere and you don't realize because it's not marked. Okay, so craft Redwood's mace at the blacksmith's forge. So blacksmith's forge must be indoors. That's probably just there. Okay, so simply go back in. Can hear some creatures, but we are not going to be bothered. It's alchemy station, so look at this, cocaine. It's quite cool, like that. I like that, don't you? This is really cool. Stilling. Potion of recovery, we crafted, so that's good. Then we have alchemy level 2. No, we don't have anything else. Boo, I thought we did. Obtain list. Doesn't look like we can cook anything in there. Okay, we got some poison, so that's not too bad. Nothing. Okay, can't do anything more there. Blacksmith Forge, so this is here. Not really properly marked either. You should have that quest sign displayed. No, this is a Blacksmith Forge in here. Okay. So the first thing we need to craft here is craft Redford's mace. Okay. Craft. So Redford's mace forging level 1. Item crafting is successful. Craft this one. Oh, much better one. Apprentice leg armor gone up. So that's cool. Hot pants are definitely in the driving seat. Apprentice body armor. Everything else has gone red now. Alright. So maybe we need to forging everything. Hang on. Okay. Let's see whether we need to put this one on or whether it's been automated. No, we need to put it on, of course. Legs. Apprentice leg armor. See, apprentice leg armor 115. This is like really cool hot pants. Hang on, to show that to everyone. Cannot be enhanced. Crusader and Berserker. So we need to equip. So prepared campus leg armor 115. No, hang on. Don't get it. Equip. Cannot equip this item. Why? Boo! That's for another character. Can't equip it because it doesn't belong to me. Oh, that's really infuriating. Weapon I got. Weapon. Redford's mace. Attack 5. Much better one already. Redford's mace is only common attack 5 and the one I've got already is 82. Gear score 18, so it's a better one. Okay, so I need to worry about that. Consumables. Potions we have 11. Okay, that's good. General items, picked up some as well. Premium items. Just a minute. Okay, we've completed all of these trials and titles. Showbits walking, off the beaten paths, heavy merchant. Completed all of these. Quest. Okay. Well, the first one, complete all campaign quests in Marcos Farmstead, 11 out of 11. Got some money for that, or some gamer points I got for that. What's this I'm getting? Adventures, campaign quest in Castle Court. Okay, we have plenty to do in there. Can always resort to this, it's very detailed, so that's pretty good. Okay. And now we'll just carry on. Bear with me a second. I'm gonna eat another cracker. We need to go back to Redford, providing me that mace. So Redford is here. Where was he? It's Margaret. Mushroom trader. What mushrooms is he selling? You wonder. Beggar. What does he want? Wine, probably. Romina. General goods merchant. I don't really understand as to why I was given, after doing that crafting, an item that I can't use on this character. Really don't get it. Okay, where's Redford? We need to check out on the map. Where am I? Already at the destination. Okay. There are too many people in here. I can't see anything. Can't see wood for trees. That's Redford in here. That's why I passed him several times. Welcome to the glorious ancient amphitheatre. Once this place was a marvel of the old empire. These days it's a pitiful slum, home to the evicted residents of the demolished district. So I tell him, I've finished crafting the mace. Excellent. Let's see how well you've done. Here you go. You're more talented than I thought. You picked up basics quicker than most people. Now you can, now that you've learned how this is all done, you can craft wherever you need something for yourself. It may take time to gather the necessary materials, but good gear is worth it in the end. I agree. Thank you. By the way, I had a monument to take a look at. That staff of yours while you were gone. I don't know what's going on. It must be my reading, or is it that I'm very far from the screen? The letters are very small. I read moment as monument. My brain must be like not working properly due to the lack of sun for the third week running. It's already, what is it now? 5 days, is it, or 4 days? 18 days in isolation. My goodness, it's just unbelievable. And by the way it looks, it is going to carry on indefinitely due to the way things are out there in the community. And I don't want to think about it, because I always go out for my regular walks. I have plenty of sunshine and fresh air, and at the moment I can't do a thing. I can just literally be stuck indoors. And of course I can provide you with lengthy broadcasts, which is of great advantage, but I do need some sun as well. Honestly, I can feel it on my skin. Vitamin D is missing. But I get some fresh air, open windows, and you know. Okay, by the way, I had a moment to take a look at that staff of yours while you were gone. Interesting work. I managed to repair it, but it will need to be fortified to unleash its full potential. Head to that equipment specialist across the room and see if you can fortify the staff. It's an equipment specialist. Trainee belt we've got, so that's quite good. So we need to go to the equipment specialist. So where is he? Oh, there he is. He's very near us. Oh, look at him. This was some. We'll actually stand shoulder to shoulder with him. Look. Danielle likes taking selfies. So the selfies are also posted on the Xbox forums, and that will be all in either the regular feed or, most importantly, in Bless Unleashed Xbox Club. So if you are an Xbox user, if you are also playing this game, absolutely go to the Xbox Unleashed Club. It's a new club which is growing. In no time we'll have dozens of thousands of people participating. This is a very popular game and I most highly recommend to everyone. So if you go there, check out the screenshots I'm posting. You might find them really of
A
interest.
little enhancement goes a long way.
Look at them, equipment specialist. Ah, you're the one that Redford sent to me. What do you want? He says I should fortify this staff. Lady of Light. That is a magnificent piece of work you've got there. Enchantments like I've ever seen. I can see how it was designed to be improved over time as well. Let me just try to fortify it. There, it's done. Whoever this belongs to, I'd return it as soon as possible. It is probably worth a fortune. Thank you, I will. By the way, have you fortified your own equipment yet? It is a good idea to get in the habit. Fortifying a piece of equipment improves its power. It costs a little coin, but it will give you a fighting edge. If you've got any weapons or armor on you that you'd like to fortify, you should try it out right now. Alright, I'll try fortifying something. Great. You can fortify an item 5 times. After that you need to upgrade it to fortify it further. Are you ready? Of course, let's fortify my gear. So let's see, we have ordinary staff and trainee staff. Ordinary staff is better, so we need to fortify it. This will be much better. Attack 110, much more powerful. Unwelcome guests. Okay. Secondary weapon, training. Held them, so that would be also needed to be enhanced. Defense 9, your fortification was a success. Your equipment has been improved. I guess training staff we probably could do as well. Gone to 82. Could probably sell it. Do we have anything else? So we fortified everything. I have to remember when we pick up new weapons to come to the weapon specialist, and then indeed we can fortify weapons. The crawling labyrinth. Tell Redford you've enhanced the equipment. Unwelcome guests. Defeat the bandits in the ancient amphitheater 8. Okay, we'll do both of these. Go to Redford first. Where is he? He should be just near us. Who's there? There he is. Welcome to the glorious ancient amphitheater. I've enhanced my equipment. Well, now you've learned to craft new items as well as how to fortify and upgrade them. It's a little added bonus. Even managed to repair that broken staff for your professor friend. You still willing to follow up on your end of the deal? Will you face the undead gladiator? Of course, I'll go and deal with him right now. So we've got undead gladiator. I should be alright with my equipment, I think. Shoulder. Where is it? Waist. Trainee belt. Yeah, the one I've got is better. Okay. Everything is as it should be. So that's cool. And then we need to, let's see, defeat the undead gladiator. And then we have, okay, unwelcome guests, that is bandits. Could do all of that. Looks like a glitch. Well, I'm fortified now and my weapons are stronger, so I should be racing through this more or less. Gold. No, these are not bandits. Bandits are here. He looted quicker than me, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it was registered all together at once. So this is quite good, all lined up here for us. That's 3 out of 8. Remember those dragons in the prologue that was so hard to defeat? Not met anything like that. The main body of the game. Got this melee punch now after I got fortified, so that's pretty good. Let me see. An undead gladiator is another beast. He is not here. And we've got 5 out of 8. Alright, so that's not too bad. More of those. So here, so I should be able to. After him, probably just another one. They're all dead. That was quick. Just loot everything. Lots of gold. Okay, let's go back to Redford, I think. But I need to find the undead gladiator. Where is he? Really defeated him before, but he was not really part of my quest. I like this character, he's burning. Look at him. Got his horse. His horse is ready for him. Undead gladiator was done here. That was him before. Okay, we need to wait for him to spawn, I think. Well, loads of people are doing the same, so you know, can't get the same character popping up at all times. Oh, did you pick it up? You did, yeah. They're all collecting iron. Everyone is. Let's face the facts. Walking through those stone walls. But where's this undead gladiator? What's going on? Why isn't he there? Well, the fact is I'm a lot stronger now with fortified armor. Everyone needs to remember to do this. Oh, that's him. Still a bit more. He's gone. Okay, we need to loot. And now we are ready to go to Redford, so that's cool. All done, thanks to all of our chums that stepped in nicely, helpfully, to make sure that the beast was gone. Oh, we need to go there. I've gone the wrong way. Just actually busy with my tasks. I want to go to Redford. Fighting lots of different battles. I want to wrap it up. The crawling labyrinth. Everyone's busy with those monsters. Do you remember how busy it was like 10 minutes ago in here? It was really busy. Welcome to the glorious ancient amphitheatre. Once the place was a marvel of the old empire, these days it is a pitiful slum, home to the evicted residents of the demolished district. Got the voiceovers for everyone, the characters, but if people want that, just vote and I'll do it. The undead gladiator is gone. The race gone? Then the ancient amphitheatre is finally safe. Well done, my friend. All the knights were aristocrats in the old days, you know. That's the idea behind it. Happy to help. Redford. Now that you know all about crafting, you're welcome to stop by and use my forge at any time, but I imagine you are eager to return the staff to its rightful owner. She is in the Galapagos farm, right? Are you headed there, what? I'm meeting her there. What's her name? Galapagos farm, the new owner, meeting her there. In that case, could you pass a message along the way? A man named Malcolm came from here asking for weapons a few days ago. I didn't have the time to make them. What with the ghost and all. But you do now. You've got it. If you see him, tell him my forge is back in business thanks to you. They've got to look out for each other out here. The city certainly will not. I'll let him know. Thank you, Radford. Well, it looks like everyone completed their tasks. Talk to Malcolm on the way to Galapagos Farm. So we need to find Malcolm. Let's see where he is. Where is the farm? Oh. Talk to Malcolm. So really, the farm is... not working properly. No? Okay, we got that green dot next to it. So we need to get out, and by the looks of it we need to get to Malcolm. Okay. That will be, I think... yeah, we need to find the correct way though. We need to go up first. Hot pants. So annoyed that I was crafting my armor and then I was given a pair of hot pants which I can't use on my character. That is ridiculous. Maybe they can be kept for another character. Hard to tell, really. So I'm playing the game for the first time. So where's Malcolm? We turn right. Okay. Somewhere up here. Well, not up here, but through here. See the map yet again. No, not really. If I turn this way, okay, need to just follow the path then. It looks like the path goes directly through the amphitheater. Does it not? It does. But it appears to be the correct one. And then what? Let's find a way through. Okay, this is not the way through. Is this the way through? Not at the moment, but I think... oh yeah! At the bottom there is a right turn, I think, and then we are likely to go to Malcolm. Oh, what's this? Gada! Materials, crafting materials. Got it. Luminous root. Yeah. You need to find these and collect them wherever you see them. Materials are very important for everything we do here. So really, actually for my liking, in this game, Blessed Unleashed, the way you use those things is a lot more streamlined than in Elder Scrolls. Because Elder Scrolls is an older game, and this has just been released a couple of weeks ago, but it makes it so easy to find out what's where with on-screen instructions. And I think for anyone who is a either a newbie, a rookie, or veteran player, this is a true delight, because you don't be spending your time looking for all those quests, and everything is easily accessible. And if you play the game from the beginning, and of course if you do that massive tutorial, which is in-game built, then you will be able to walk through this with ease. What's this? This is a glitch as well. Half of my character not visible. Alright, so just bear with me a minute. I need to do a couple of things here. We'll progress to Malcolm, and then we'll see what we need to do next. Look at this. Well, that's a bit lewd. I don't want to do that. There we are. Bear with us. I'll be back very shortly. Look at that beautiful view. Isn't this beautiful? The game is giving you the automatic picture mode in here. You just have to leave your character at a particular spot. The character needs to be static. You get the character coming up front and everything in the background is blurred. Looking really awesome. Really good stuff. Love it. I think this is the way forward. Is it not? Yes, it is. Malcolm should be there. Okay. So we are possibly going to be able to get to him, or maybe we will not. Let's see. Looks like he's on the right. One game that we are going to be playing very shortly is going to be The Witcher 3. Be a perfect blend to Bless Unleashed and Elder Scrolls, and I've never played it, so it is going to be a great experience. Everybody told me you've got to play this game, it's incredible. Played The Witcher 1 and 2 and loved it, but the third installment of the series is said to be by far the best. And also we have another, what is it called? It's the Kingdom Deliverance, I think it's called. Very similar, and we'll play that game as well. So to really bring everything together in a wonderful RPG. Very atmospheric world. And we have plenty of games to play, you know. Never shortage of it. If you're a member of Xbox Game Pass or if you're on PlayStation now, honestly, more than 1,000 games to play. More than 1,000. On Xbox Game Pass, you're probably about 100 blockbusters, one better than another. And maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe not 100 blockbusters, but 100 of those very, very wonderful games. Maybe 50 blockbusters, but you know, pick and choose. I generally find if there is an abundance of choice, if there are too many things, then it's more difficult to choose. It's better if you have fewer things to choose from, and then you have a rotation, and that's the principle they've had on Xbox Game Pass. I think it's a really good one. I was in two minds about it before. Oh, he's whistling. I was in two minds about it before. I need to double check the screenshot because that guy got into my shot. Let's have a look very quickly whether he did or not, because sometimes there's a bit of lag. Let me see. Shroud went live, Ninja went live, everyone's live. Oh, we got a message from Sikapupu. Sikapupu, thank you. You've seen my messages. That's really cool. Let me see. Where is it? Captures. Sikapupu is our dedicated channel follower and member. We play lots of matches in Destiny 2, in Destiny 1, Destiny 2, Destiny World altogether. Why is it I can't see it now? Oh, this is a really good shot. They've got absolutely incredible shots in there. Everyone's gonna love this, honestly. It looks awesome. And I have one shot with somebody literally photobombed, and what's interesting is he was running towards one of the characters and my character's captured in between his legs as he's running. That is astonishing. I can't believe how good it is. That's the best shot I've got here. Awesome. Plenty to share. And also that one with alchemy is good. What happened to the last one? Come on, I need to get out and relog in because the lag is preventing me from seeing everything instantly. To be fair, the images do need to be loaded. They need to be uploaded to the server in order for us to see them, so it takes a bit of time. Captures. No, I can't see it, doesn't matter, we'll look at it later on. Let's see what else I've got. What does the Kapupu say? Sikapupu says, I'm usually on PlayStation every other week, so that's different to what he was doing before, and when not, I'm probably on PC or Xbox One, and yes, definitely we can crack on, so that sounds really good. We'll do that. We'll will score that. But you need to tell me, Sekapupu, when you are on Xbox and when you are on PlayStation, because then I can do my stream accordingly. The reason for that is if I'm wired up for Xbox broadcasts on a day, then I can't be changing equipment. Do you know what I mean? So if you ping me in advance what platform you're going to be on, what console, then we can do it, because quite frankly I can probably do most of the games on either of those, you know. With Destiny on both Xbox and PlayStation, it's very easy for me to just basically stream it from a particular console. So just let me know and then we'll crack on. Well, thanks Sekapupu for your message. I just received it. That's excellent. I'll respond in writing later on once I'm not broadcasting. Okay, we have some messages from Microsoft. There's been a lot of discussion in there on Microsoft forums about Call of Duty Warzone, and we have several ambassadors asking our friends to kind of provide them. Oh, look at this. This is awesome. I love this. This is really good. We have some of the ambassadors asking for the overall community feedback on Call of Duty Warzone. For obvious reasons, it's the first big battle royale specifically tailored for that activity by Infinity Ward, and I'm receiving literally thousands of messages. There's so many, so that's pretty good. And what I'll do every Friday is pretty much the same. We'll look at the new game and then we'll make a posting on Microsoft forum describing the game, like for instance Blessed Unleashed. I think the game's not receiving exposure it deserves. I feel that many people are not playing it as yet. That's probably due to the fact it was released during the week where we had you know, various other interesting major games coming out, particularly Call of Duty Warzone, and also we had demos on Resident Evil. There was Doom release, you know, so these games as AAA blockbusters would really guess taking up all the gamers straight away, and Blessed Unleashed does require many more people to try it. It's a wonderful game, and I'll give it maximum publicity because frequently I come across games that I feel are not receiving enough attention, and you know the way things are today, it's all about the attention that the game is receiving on release, particularly if it's an indie game. This isn't. This is a mainstream major game distributed and developed by the team around Bandai Namco, but still I think in UK, oh look at this. Well, this is uncanny, but they're not attacking me because I'm static. These are dreadful creatures. Yeah, so I'll probably do some of those postings tomorrow, and then I'll see how many people pop in. Xbox ambassadors are very popular on Xbox forums. Xbox ambassadors deliver ethical gaming messages and I engage with the community on a deeper, much more kind of industrious level, and that is obviously a wonderful activity which I support. I'm a full member of, and I want everyone else to be participating. So this is what we're going to have every week. At the end of the week we'll have a bit of a resume on Microsoft forums, gaming forums, on what we've been doing here on the stream, and we'll ask a message what people think about a particular game, and then we'll have a major feedback in the same way as all the other people are receiving it. So that's pretty good. It's a good way of building a community because people remember you for promoting a particular game, and they will want you to be coming in, or they will want to come to your channel if you're a broadcaster, streamer, and this is one of the ways through which you can build a community on Mixer. I should say through Xbox more than Mixer, because Mixer is just a streaming platform, but if you're an Xbox owner, you can stream everything on both platforms. Not at the same time, but you can obviously do it consecutively, and the streams are of exactly the same quality. I think Mixer probably is slightly better because it's proprietary to Microsoft compared to the Twitch app, but you can use them at will. And I've been streaming Destiny, you know, on Xbox through Twitch and also through Mixer. There've been no issues, and we are doing exactly the same thing today with Bless doing both Twitch and Mixer on Mass Effect. It worked perfectly. The older games work better for me because of the internet speeds, and sometimes that is significant, and I was amazed by the picture quality on Mass Effect compared to what I usually get on Destiny. The reason is simple: these games do not really use the internet bandwidth to the same degree, and the quality graphics are obviously of a different kind, and therefore the ultimate result during my broadcast is of much higher quality. So very pleased. I've got to say I'm very pleased with my Mass Effect broadcast. It's been absolutely splendid, and I'd like to invite every one of our, oh look at this, I'd like to invite every one of our community members here, Destiny fans and Halo veterans, to join us for Mass Effect streams. Mass Effect streams will be lengthy and they'll carry on indefinitely. We have a trilogy, and as you know, each one of the games are massive really with their content, and then at some point we'll engage also with the fourth installment, which is outside of the actual story that belongs to the trilogy, and that's Mass Effect Andromeda. I've never played the game, and there's no reason as to why, and I'll be dedicated to the trilogy, and probably was off-put by the negative reviews which were coming out at the time, and there was also a time factor and all the things, but you know, I definitely want to try it. I've seen some postings yesterday on N7 Xbox forum indicating people still love the multiplayer there and asking why aren't many more people trying it, so really, we'll get to that point as well. So just remember, Mass Effect both on Mixer and Twitch. Okay, let's carry on with our task. We need to find Malcolm, and we are going into the right direction, I think. Professor Fina's there. That's great, because I think we were fixing her stuff, I think. So this is like a settlement. Let's see where this is exactly on the map. Daniel's there using teleports. Another Daniel. Jeff Keighley popped up in Death Stranding. So it's wonderful to see somebody who knows a gamer, as a journalist and also a leader of the project called the Game Awards, just to pop up in a game. Just think about that. If I popped up in a game, that'd be incredible. In Destiny, seated there having a cup of tea. Let's see, it's near the fire. If I just give it a minute, she'll come forward. It's going to be a really pretty picture. We'll do this one. You have to bear with me. I like taking screenshots, and it's much easier to share screenshots here on Xbox than on PlayStation, and the response I had through Xbox app has been voluminous and very warming compared to PS. Posted lots of mine on PS, but very little interactivity in there because people are not using it. It's not that streamlined, and you know, people run their own communities, and the communities are not very busy, in my experience, from what I gathered and you know what I've gone through there. All right, so there we are. It's going to be a very pretty picture. Look at this, exactly the way I wanted it to be, and we'll be obviously giving it to Bless Unleashed Xbox Club. Okay, where's Professor Fina? She's here. Okay, I want to talk to her.
You have something to tell me?
Hopefully, getting rid of these mole crickets will end the grain crisis in Kazakor. And I say, I'm working on it. I'm not giving her that stuff for some reason, don't know why. And just quickly see if there's anything else here. I don't see anything immediately. Alright, so we need to look at the map and see what we are going, where we are going, and what we are doing, because we've gone to a separate area. We actually need to go there. Okay, so we need to go to Malcolm, and that is there. See that ray of light? This is where I need to go. Okay, so off I go. Don't talk to anyone here. We'll come back. Sulfire has been established. It's really weird. I can't die when I'm jumping from altitudes and all sorts of heights and. Gather. Takes a while, but make sure you do. All the materials are very useful. Oh, it looks like in here. No. Going the wrong way. I really have to be. What's very important in these massive multiplayers online is you really have to stick to some sort of method how you're going to be collecting quests, and because the danger is you get overburdened by the number of things given to you. I think in here it is a bit more selective. You can't pick up too many, and I was trying to be as disciplined as possible. Otherwise, you're just literally snowed under with all kinds of tasks, and they could be a bit overbearing. And I like that because you will be able to see on your inventory what other tasks are left open. You can revisit a certain area later and complete them, so that's not an issue. And the world is very, very big and very enjoyable. Oh, some villagers in there. It's interesting how those worlds reflect our living community. I love it. I really think it's very advanced and much appreciated. Right, so I need to go follow that ray of light. Need to find a way in. The reason these guys are like this is they're dying of hunger. They have nothing to eat. Sadly. But I brought some of that wolf meat, and I brought, oh, look at this. Oh no. I've also brought some bugs. Some of that meat which was collected. Malcolm should be there, so that's just to our left. Okay, so let's see, where is that ray of light? All the enemies are down here. Talk to Malcolm on the way to Galopus Farm, because Galopus Farm is our task. Okay. There's Malcolm, found him. Which is pretty good, it wasn't too difficult. Look at that monstrosity in the background. Look at that. Oh no, what is he doing? Let me just see if we'll get him magnified if we wait a second in there. Okay, so do that a bit later. Damn that Redford, he doesn't have the time to make me a simple boar spear. I'm not even sure there really is a ghost in those old ruins he's staying in. I say there was, but I destroyed it. There was, you did? That's great. I'm Malcolm. My brother runs Galopa Farm just up the road. I've been out there trying to hunt boar, but it's impossible without a proper gear and spear. Why are you hunting boar? Haven't you heard? Our farm's been overrun. Giant, horrible insects bursting out of the ground. It's a nightmare. We are trying to fight them off, but the lads need food. In the meantime, I could hunt some for you. Truly, that will be a blessing. Stranger, just take the meat to my brother on Galopus Farm once you've done. In the meantime, I'll go and speak to Redford about having a spear made for us all. Sounds good, we'll do that. Wild Boar 8. That boss has disappeared, but I did take a screenshot. Let me just double check whether the screenshot registered. Let me just give us a second. Curious about that, whether I did or not, because I was trying to find out whether somebody fighter bombed it, and hopefully that didn't happen. Let me see. Looks like they are being uploaded rather slowly to the app. I don't see them yet. I can see that they're being uploaded from here. I'll do that one as well. Ah, this was also photobombing. Somebody jumped in. Doesn't matter. I'll keep them all there. It's all good. Okay. Screenshot. That is about it, I think. Let me see, Twitter. I want to yet again express my heartfelt appreciation to Bandai Namco US, the company that is the distributor and the publisher of this particular game. Is indeed very grateful that we are doing those regular streams, and they've been forwarding and retweeting every single tweet that I had on my Bless Unleashed streams, and they also include some of those on Destiny and Mass Effect, so I'm very grateful for their support. And just for instance, to give you an example, the one we had today 4 hours ago, they retweeted and it already had like 2,500 impressions and about more than 1,000, no, more than about 150 direct engagements, and people looked at the stream and looked at pictures, and really very good. This is the way to do it, guys, and thank you very much for your support. I'll be supporting your game in a big way, literally for many hours, days, months and years to come. I love the game and I think it is absolutely wonderful what you've done. A beautiful RPG with plenty of very lovable characters, with a magnificent story and terrific environments. This is all that we wanted to see, and also it combines both the stories together with the fighting very well. Look at this, isn't this amazing? I'll do that again. She was literally looking at Malcolm, and that's not what I wanted to see. Need to see where we need to go towards the area where we'll find some wild boars. The wild boars are not hopefully that difficult, but it said here that indeed they will be very difficult. So let's try that. And you know, once we've come to the end of that, our stream here on Twitch will end and we will just migrate to Mixer with Bless Unleashed. So stay with us and I'll tell you when we are migrating, and we'll crack on with another stream later on. In the meantime, I'll also have my dinner, I think. Going the wrong way actually. Let's be totally the other way, 180 degrees or so. Wild boar. Smite is pretty good. We've got one already. Cool, so we can just walk and then collect these boar meats and then deliver it. I'm happy about that. A massive big lake, you know, look at that. Wonderful environment, really amazing. I have to say I'm amazed with the quantity of graphic design input that every one of those big games has. It's just really incredible compared to the old games. And slide bomb didn't work too well. Don't have enough. To go quickly there to ask for help. Thank you. Alexis here. Alexus, thank you. Let's just attack these boars here, shall we? Surprised that Smite's not more powerful than this. Okay. 2 out of 8. Done them all, have they? We need to go together with them. It'll be easy, I think. Just taken poison. Why did it not register? Oh, thank you. Long bottom is there. That's really cool. So good to see that wonderful team spirit being rescued and resurrected several times. So that's really wonderful. Thank you, thank you. I'll take a screenshot of that. I didn't get anything good over there. Why is it that it's glitchy? That wild boar should have been gone. Not doing too well in that. I'm not able to collect for some reason, don't know why. No more potions, where is it? I've used them all. That's not very good, is it? Any more? Don't have any wild bulls by myself. I need some chums there to help me with this. Look at him. Look at him in there. Well, I'm definitely going to be able to defeat him. He definitely is the boss. You can tell, can't you? Don't have anything in there. To find some friends to help me. Help. But I don't see anyone nearby. Nobody. Go to Saltpire, unfortunately. By the looks of it, it's either way. Saltpires could be really far. Looks like the task is going to take us longer than expected. I mean, people did say that those wild boars are quite difficult, but I didn't really think of them all that much. Teleport. Okay. I need to teleport there. Why is it in use? Because I was the first one there. I opened it. So it looks like we need to be walking down there. Never mind, we'll walk if there is a need. No, don't want to go there really. This is where we need to go, and that's there. Otherwise we'll be battling some of the other creatures, and that may well be unnecessary. Well, bugs we don't want to be tackling at the moment. Wild boars are just on the other side, but need some chums to give us a hand with these. You know, it was a bit difficult for me. Because if you look at it, I'm slightly under-equipped. I'm level 6 and the boars are level 7, so therefore I get... These boars out there. Why is it that nobody else is here? Nobody likes hunting boars, or what is the reason for that, I wonder? Oh no, that's because it's glitched. And now I'm in an area where there should be plenty of boars. I can't see a single one. Still need to get 4 of them. No use trying to hunt boar without a proper weapon. You just end up dead. That's true, this is not a good weapon. That's good, I got 2 of them. So 2 left. Okay. Let's see what I have some to eat. I need to see that. Consumables. Meat! I've got meat. Okay. Sit down and eat. But not regaining any of my health by the looks of it. Let's see it again. Consumables. Meat. Enhancing my weapons. Eat for 15 seconds. Okay, we'll do it again. Looks like I should be getting, my life is being reduced rather than enhanced, so I don't know what's going on.
Why
Equipment
just buy
specialist.
one item when you can buy 2?
Look at enhance equipment! Common enhancements and upgrade. So I need ordinary staff, training staff, yeah. Fortify this item. So, okay. Can do it 5 times, I think he said. So 255 should be pretty good. Training staff. Oh, this one I want to put. So that was 5 times as well. Defense gone to 16. Alright, so let's see that. Let's see what these boars are. 2 more we need. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, this one's gone, so that should be alright. So that's completed, okay. Take tough meat to Farmer Galoppa. Go there. Don't want to do anything with these guys, and yeah, lots of people are level 5 and 6 because everyone's pretty much new to the game. Look at him. Look at this. Now I want to have a nice screenshot. Yeah, probably got one. See, okay, so we need to look at the farm and we want to see what that is. That is there, feeding the farmstead. I'm not gonna gonna be engaging that boss in there. Don't you worry, he'll come up sooner or later with our quests. And where is it now? There, I think. Almost. We should move forward, race a bit. In between the bandits, we don't want to have anything to do with them at the moment. That was incredibly silly, because then you have no life. I forgot about it. Ridiculous. There's no friends or anyone nearby either. Let's go to Chum in there, maybe he'll be able to help me. This chap is helping me, so that's great, thank you. I just forgot that my life was so poor. My own fault. Thank you, thank you. To get out of here. Well, in RPGs you always, when you walk extensive like myself, you get all kinds of enemies intercepting you, so that's nothing new. This game is just the same like all other games. The farm's up there, so once we get to the farm, complete the quest, we'll call it a day here for our stream on Twitch. I also would like to thank everyone for coming and watching and participating, and thank you to Jesse and Sekopupu, our Destiny veterans, saying hello, really appreciate it. It was our first Bless Unleashed stream here on Twitch. We had quite a few of those on Mixer, and we'll migrate to Mixer very, very shortly. So we'll do also Destiny, and we'll do also Mass Effect later on Mixer. Maybe we'll do a bit on Twitch as well, but I can't really fit in everything because there just aren't many enough hours in the day. Looks like this is it. This is the farm. We've actually been to this farm before. We've been to that farm before. Do a bit of it's a bit too close, I think. All four of us. Okay.
You there. Have a moment.
Farmer Galopper. Let's see what he says. I'm sorry, traveler. If you're looking for food, we have none. Our crops are ruined. We are starving with the rest of Kazakor. Malcolm sends his boar meat. My brother. Ah, damn me for a fool. I should have guessed. He said he was going to get us food, but he did not say from where. If I'd known he was risking his own life trying to hunt wild boar, I would have stopped him. Oh, don't you worry, he's safe. I killed the boar. Really? In that case, we'll take it gladly. Most folk in Kazakor would be killed trying to take down boar by themselves. Are you the one Professor Fina is waiting for? She's right over there, if so. I am. I'll speak with her at once. Take a photo of Farmer Galopper. It's good that we know who the characters are. Any given moment in time, equipment specialist as well. I don't think we can do anything with it because we already fortified our weapons, which was useful there for those boars. It's funny how the game realized that our weapons were too weak.
A pleasure it is to meet you.
Professor Fina. Hopefully getting rid of those mole crickets will end the grain crisis in Kazakh. I'm working on it. So take tough meat to Farmer Galopa. That is Farmer Galopa. Just a minute.
The gods work in mysterious ways, huh?
Yeah, I didn't register previously for some reason. Glitch. So now we have Professor Fina. We need to speak to her.
Greetings, my friend.
Oh good, you made it. While you were fetching my staff, I was investigating the anomalies. As you can see, the fields in the areas are completely overrun by giant mole crickets. It's because of Professor Vittino, madam. Professor Vittino from the Arcane Agriculture Department. What could he possibly have to do with these ghastly monsters? He was getting prana from the Faceless. Of course, no wonder his students were already here when I arrived. Prana is full of chaos energy. It's an incredibly dangerous material. I'm surprised Bettina was foolish enough to experiment with it. I think the Faceless had tricked him. Well, now, his mistake is our mess. We'll just have to make the best of it. Bettina's students have been studying the experiments longer than we have. Please speak with them and see if you can find a way to stop this. I'll get right on it. But actually, I will not. We'll just stay here for a moment. We'll take a nice photograph of two of us, two ladies here. Just wait until the picture mode really sets in the way you do it. Somebody asked me the other day through Twitter. They asked me, is there picture mode, because I really like the photographs that you've taken. And there isn't a formal one, at least I've not discovered it yet. But if you keep your character in a static position, it will turn to a proper photo mode, because you will get your character extracted from the background. The background will be slightly blurry, and you will have everything made for your perfect selfie. So this is what we are waiting for. Can you see this? This is happening. We've got two of the ladies in here. Let's just hope nobody comes in and photobombs us. That's very, very good. That's a beautiful shot. But my friends, we've come to the end of our broadcast on Twitch for today. And hope you enjoyed Bless Unleashed. I'm indeed supporting this wonderful new RPG multiplayer, massive multiplayer online. This is done by Bandai Namco US, and really loving the game in every way imaginable. Everything is great, from lovable characters to customization, very, very good story, plenty of action, ease of use, you name it. It's all there. So if you loved Elder Scrolls, Black Desert Online, if you were indeed one of those guys that played Neverwinter or Morrowind, you will be at home straight away. And make sure you customize your character nicely according to your own personal preference, taste and vanity. On that note, I will wish you all a very, very good night here on Twitch. And just like I said before, remember, we all have to be staying indoors, and use your Twitter and your Facebook in order to send messages to other people, which should include the following hashtags: hashtag stay at home UK, hashtag stay indoors UK, hashtag stay inside UK, hashtag be a hero, hashtag fight the virus. You will be a hero if you stay at home, because you are going to be preventing the virus from spreading to start with, and then if you join us here with our online community, you'll become a hero if you play Jill Valentine or Master Chief or Marcus Phoenix or any of our characters here in our wonderful online gaming world. So join us, stay at home, keep safe, keep happy and talk. On that note, I will wish you all a very good night.